So our first step is to start with the HTML part of the random paragraph generator application. So for that I have already created the three files, which is index.html, style.css and JavaScript file, which is script.js. And also I linked these files by using these particular lines of the code. And also I have added the boilerplate code of the HTML and changed the title to random paragraph generator and launched the application into the Chrome browser. Okay, so the first step is we need to add the one card, because if I show you the final application, this is actually a one card, or you can say that the container. Instead of that, these four elements are actually placed. So first we need to create that particular divisions, and then we are going to style it with the use of the style sheet code. So here we need to add the code, that is card. Then I press the tab key, and instead of this card, everything will be added. So this card will be act as a main container for the other elements. Then we need to here create the row, and inside of this row we need to create another division, and then we are going to use here a label. And then for this we are going to display the items, and then here we need to use the generate random paragraph. Okay, so this will be, now you can see the elements is now visible to the browser screen. Then after that, inside this particular row division, we need to add the another div, just an empty div without any class name. So I'm going to here use the div, and inside of that we need to specify the input. So the type of the input is going to be number. According to the value of this input type, we are going to generate the random paragraph. So the default value that I want to add is the 5, because I want to display the 5 paragraphs. This value is totally depends upon you. If you want to display 3 paragraphs, then you need to specify the 3 values. And here I have added the items as an ID to this input type number. So after that, we need to add the another div, which is inside this particular row div, and inside of that we need to add the button. So this button is going to actually fire an on-click event, which is generate. And then we need to specify the round bracket, and inside of that we need to add the text generate. And then for displaying the result, which is if I show you the final application, this is the result actually. So we need to create a separate division, and then we are going to add the data with the use of the JavaScript code by using the DOM methods. So coming back to the Visual Studio Code again. So after the end of this row, because this row is the content that is visible to the screen once we launch the application. So if I refresh it, so this is the div for the row elements. It has 3 elements. There is label, input, button. As you can see in the output one, label, input and button. And then outside of this row division, we need to add the another division, which is div, and we need to provide the class to this div. So this is also type row, and then inside of that we are going to display nothing, because we are going to display the data dynamically, but we want the ID so that we can fetch this inside the JavaScript and then add the data dynamically to this particular division by using the inner HTML function or inner text. So that's it for the HTML part of the project. So our next step is to start with the CSS part of this generate random paragraph application, or I can say that the random paragraph generator application.